Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening.
Yes, wherever you are listening. Thank you for joining us.
Again, thank you. I don't understand why you always laughing at me every single time. Right?
It is what it is. I mean, yeah. So why are we here?
We're here to talk, we're here to chat, we're here to have a real conversation.
Guys, just on a side note, it is extremely hot
Real hot.
in Trinidad and Tobago right now.
It's real hot. I don't understand it. I
Wow.
need some, I don't know, something cold to drink.
Anyway, guys, so we are here yet again to have another conversation. So, Makisa,
I have a story.
go for it.
So we ordered some food a little while ago, and we got an additional package, an additional delivery. That wasn't ours. And when I opened the box, I saw that it was something that, that I like. That's something that I want to eat, you know? And I was really in two thoughts about it.
About what?
If to keep it or if to call back the person and let them know that they gave us an extra order.
Okay, and what happened next?
Because, I mean, oh gosh, it's COVID time.
Oh, that's why you was considering keeping it.
Yeah, because, it's already in my home, right? It doesn't really make sense taking it out of my home.
So that's the first thing that came to your mind, that you want to keep this food that is not yours to protect the person that is actually for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
No
mean,
problem. That's fine.
Yeah, because but anyway, I end up calling the person back, the
How
delivery
come?
driver, because you told me to.
Okay,
but you know,
okay.
I
Just
had
tell the full story.
No, wait. I felt like I needed to. I felt convicted in my spirit.
Okay,
Right.
that's great.
To call them back to come back for the food because it was not mine. It wasn't rightfully mine. It did not belong to me.
It's true.
There's a right and a wrong in
Yes.
this thing,
Yes.
and I decided why overdoing it. I decided to do the right thing.
Very good.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Excellent.
So
So what's the moral of this story?
do the right thing. It is in you, right?
Yes.
Everybody has that moral meter.
Moral meter.
Yeah.
Yes. So guys, if you didn't realize just yet, this story is kind of leading to something. It's leading up to our topic for today, which is called moral meter.
Moral meter.
Alright? So we understand when we talk about morality, it's a distinction between right and wrong.
Yeah.
And I believe that all of us have like a moral compass. Or how do we explain this thing?
That's a good explanation in terms of moral compass within us. Within us, we know what is right, we know what is wrong. Even if you trying to believe that this thing is right within your mind, there is something that is within you telling you that this might just be wrong, you know.
Yes. But I think what is even more important is that we have to acknowledge who placed it there. Who placed that moral meter, that moral compass within us. And if we acknowledge that it's God, then we understand who put morality in place.
Exactly. And that's the thing. So when everybody talking about this is my truth and this is your truth, and we could all live our own truths upon this earth, it is impossible for it to work like that.
Yes. No, really. It is impossible.
Yeah.
And guys, when we talk moral meter, we are looking at the world right now. You know, especially with social media and everything else. It's like we have a front row seat to what is happening in the world. So much immorality is
so
happening.
many things unfolding
in the world.
You're seeing it just unfolding in front of your eyes.
You know, I was watching a video the other day on YouTube. There's apparently a guy called Lil Dicky, I believe. I don't know what it is with all these Lils, right? Lil Dicky, apparently he's a rapper. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. He only came up on my feed because of a performance that he did on a cross, which was very disrespectful to the Christian community, as you all could understand.
I didn't see it.
And you should take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll look at it after.
And you know, even I did a very quick research on him, very, very quick, like literally 2 minutes. And I saw another song, and the name of the song is Could I Be Jesus, I believe is the name of the song. But when I look at the lyrics, yeah, believe it or not, but when I look at the lyrics, there are a few verses with this just repeated. It makes no sense. It doesn't connect to anything in the song. But for me, it just shows, listen, that there is literally two sides. So he is literally just opposing and coming against Christ, and he may not even know why. And then we wouldn't even go into Lil Nas, because I think everybody know the depth that he is at. Once again, Lil, I don't know if it's with the Lils, right? But a lot of things is going on, Makisa, in the world today.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and to be honest, I even looked at a famous gospel rapper, and he was responding to Lil Nas videos, and he was basically telling Christians that, hey, listen, I mean, if you guys don't like it, you know, just don't participate, just don't look at it, you know, just ignore it. Where's your thoughts on that?
That makes no sense, especially the fact that you're a famous rapper. You're supposed a famous Christian rapper.
Yes.
So therefore, you are supposed to stand for what you believe in, right? So, and it is, to me, it is your duty to correct certain things when you see it. Especially if you make a decision that, hey, I am going to talk about this thing. You could have either just don't talk about it at all, but if you decide that I am going to talk about this, then stand up for what is right. There's a right and there's a wrong.
I agree, and it was so surprising for me that this is coming from a Christian, and he's exposing this to the world. Because what I believe is that, you know, if whatever you stand for today will have to sit tomorrow and accept it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we will say, well, hey, just ignore it. But this is immorality, which is against God. This is sin. This is corruption, and not just corrupting you as an individual who might be able to ignore it or withstand it. But what about the unsaved? What about your children?
Yeah. You have to stand. You have to say something about it.
You have to say something about it. Because if you don't say anything, this same thing will come to your doorstep. And not just to your doorstep, it will come inside your home. Your home.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Christians really understand that our job is to stand against. If the enemy job is to push immorality, then who is opposing that immorality?
We're supposed to stand against it. We're not supposed to just say, hey, okay, them doing that, right? It's not affecting me, okay? Not me and my family, and just go on like that. No, you have to say something. You have to show where you stand. You have to show who you're standing for.
Yes, I agree 100%. So, you know, Makisa, this leads me to a very important question. And that question is, why is it that it seems so easy for individuals to disrespect or come against our faith? Because I don't see anybody coming against certain denominations. Like, I mean, for Islam, for example, no one says anything.
Because there's a fear when it comes to it. To me, there's a level of fear when it comes to Islam that people, you know, let me not say anything before they come and say something to me.
No, I agree with that fear, but I also think that it's a reflection of the people and the level that they stand for what they believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Christians, we compromise too much, and we look to, no, well, let him handle it and let that person handle it.
Yeah, instead of, hey, maybe I should stand up and handle the situation.
Yes, it's convicting you, it's bothering you, so why not say something? Don't you have kids? Aren't you not, concerned about those in your community and in the world?
That reminds me of, I don't know if this is a little off topic, but it shows you exactly what you're talking about. When this girl, China, she was talking about the Trinity, and a lot of people didn't understand the explanation and all those stuff that. And people in the comments saying, oh gosh, this person could explain it good to you, or this person could show you, give you the breakdown and explain what this, exactly what the Trinity is. But no one was saying, listen, this is what it truly is, and explaining it to her within her comments.
Right.
So they themselves don't really know and understand.
Right.
So it just goes back to what you were speaking about.
Well, I think we kind of switch there, but I'll just go as well. Because a lot of Christians, they will say, well, listen, I don't want to say anything because either of fear or I don't know.
Yes.
But, I've listened to certain videos and so on, especially with Muslims and so on. And it's almost like a task. It's almost like a game. They come towards Christians, especially at a young age, to intimidate them because they truly believe that Christians, hey, I know more about your word than you, because Christians don't really
but that is
invest.
The reality of it.
But even look at this. When you look at the age that they start training their kids and they have to learn the Quran, whilst we still say, no, he too small, let him play. He don't have to lift his hand in church. He don't have to...
No, only when they get older. And when they get older and they're a teenager, then, they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. Why? Because you haven't trained them from before. It actually reminds me of a vision that I had just last week.
Yeah.
I saw a book, and on the book, it had baby Buddhism. Right. So when I woke up, I'm like, why did God show me this? So when I went and I searched to look for if there are any books like it, and I saw a book that is teaching little children of how to meditate and how to be calm through the practices of Buddhism. They made a decision now to train these young kids from young, and a lot of people doing it. I'm sure Christians and all probably take up this book,
right,
to help calm their child when the child is angry and all those things.
No, well, it's true, because immorality is on the rise. You are seeing things in front of your face, on the screens, in these bookstores, everywhere you go, you are seeing it in front of your face. So they are speaking, and they are speaking very loud and very proud, but we are very shy, hidden, and like what is going on? And guys, as I said, I've been looking at so many things, and I came across something as well. Apparently there's something now called Transgender Day. And it reminds me of a song, right? That I think is Ras Shorty I sang. He said, "Oh, you push the creator out. You didn't want his name in your mouth. So you take him out from the school curriculum." Right? And what it showed me is that really and truly, there's not much preaching of the good news, the gospel good news in churches. In schools right now.
Yeah.
But the church isn't getting to preach, but the world is getting to preach.
Yeah.
Because this Transgender Day, that apparently is a national day, I believe the date now, because they changed it, is April 25th.
Okay.
And the purpose of that now is transgenders actually go into the school amongst your kids from preschool. We're not even talking high school. They started from preschool, and their objective is to educate the children and the students. So they are going to whisper in your children's ears. Now, isn't that preaching as well?
It is.
So they could preach, but we can't preach. You know why? because they are standing firm and strong on the falsehood that they believe, and we have the truth, and we are afraid to stand on it.
I see any passion with this.
You will almost go through the...
Yeah, it's like, I see any passion, but that's good. That's what every person, every Christian should have, a passion for the things of God in order for the message to be sent out. But yes, go ahead.
True. No, well, I just need a little minute to kind of cool back down myself. But guys, listen, as I said, I've been just seeing so much. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I don't want to see, I don't want to know, because I was looking at an interview, right? I can't even remember what the interview was about. But what I clearly remember is that one of the men claimed to be a progressive Christian.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
And the other individual, who apparently is an authentic Christian, asks him, what exactly does that mean?
Progressive Christian?
Yes. So he asked him, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And then he starts to falter, and his response basically is, no, well,
what?
Right? Nothing else matters what he said after that.
He said no, exactly.
Right? He said no. So he
how
was
can
like,
you be a Christian in
he was like,
place?
so weird. I'm trying to understand. Christian. To my knowledge, is a follower of Christ, yet you don't accept him and you're not following him. So you see where we're at and why there are so many people who cannot stand against anything because they themselves have not found truth.
Yeah.
They themselves don't know what is moral.
Yeah, that's so true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know, like, serious.
Honestly, all you can do now is speak what God tell you to speak about, what He has laid on your heart to speak about, right? Because if we continue to not speak, if we as Christians continue to not speak, we will not have a voice. Because that is what it's seeming like. It's going to that direction right now, where Christians don't have a voice because they are allowing so many, they are accepting so many so many things of the world.
But you know what this, like, I have to be honest, it upsets me. They are the few soldiers, let's not forget them, the hard workers, the authentic Christians are toiling and they out there. And I always listen to that scripture, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And I always ask the Lord, but wait, so many churches, so many people call themselves Christians. How is it that the workers are few? And where are the workers?
Oh boy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where are the workers?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's so much to discuss in regards to this topic.
Yeah.
But Makisa, one thing before we go, I think you had me look at a video in a church where they was holding this pole. What was it about again?
They were holding a staff, and they were reciting something from Lord of the Rings. The woman who was, I don't know, she was like prophesying over the church, right? She brought up Lord of the Rings. She said that was one of her favorite movies, even though that movie has a lot of things in it that is not godly. I know, because I used to love that show.
Right. I never knew that, but go ahead.
When I was younger, right? But holding this staff and reciting something that was said within the movie as a representation of what they should stand for within the church. I think it was against racism or something like that. But it was ridiculous.
And
the
they are
fact that
using this physical
this
staff
staff
that mimics some staff from
that mimics
from Lord of
actually
the Rings, all of them.
Gandalf, sorry, he was actually a sorcerer within Lord of the Rings.
So he's a sorcerer.
Yeah, and he had
the person.
the staff.
All right, so he's a sorcerer,
Yeah.
and she is what?
Well.
Okay, so
Well.
and then now all the leaders surround the pole in a
And their
circle with their
hands.
hands on, smiling,
Yeah.
and reciting this thing.
Yeah. And
But
they didn't. I don't know how they didn't catch it. They just.
How they didn't catch what?
Like,
I just always say people, there's instances where you don't even need discernment, you just need observation. But you know what?
Real.
Guys, we will have to continue with this
we overtime.
team at some point in time. But I mean, hope you got something from it.
Yeah.
And we out of here.
We out. Laters.
Later.